Hi Scorpios, welcome to your reading for this week. I'm gonna spray some nice Scorpio stuff, frankincense, cedarwood, fragrance oil of sandalwood, and jasmine. I have yet to announce the winner of the 919 reading, but I will be announcing the winner this week. Thank you to all of those who participated. And to those of you who'd like to participate in the next free reading giveaway, you can put 1010 in the comments. We are in Libra season, but I'm already starting to feel the scorpionic vibes. My stepdad found a scorpion yesterday and brought it to me in a cup. I was like, oh, it's so cute. And I took it outside and let it go. And we caught a lizard and found a butterfly wing. It's just, 'tis the season. So happy Scorpio, almost Scorpio season. And to those of you with Libra placements, maybe your love life is going to be taking off this month. We have Venus and Scorpio as of yesterday. I'm not an astrologer, but Venus rules Libra. And of course, it is the planet of love. It's on the Empress, right? With the heart, the female symbol and the heart chakra on there. So yeah, let's just dive in. I feel like it's been a while. I felt the need to connect yesterday, but I was so tired. I don't know if you've ever experienced that feeling like it wouldn't even be worth it if I did this reading right now because I'm so tired. So I'm more awake this morning and I'm excited to read for you all. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through in this reading. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. And Kali, cut any negative energetic cords to energies or entities no longer serving our highest good. Send them back to their next karmic plane to finish out their karma there. And burn those karma sticks in the alchemical violet flame of Saint Germain. Amen, amen, so mote it be. So I woke up this morning and the first thing on my feed, my YouTube feed, was Neville Goddard, a lecture by Neville Goddard. And I've been feeling like a really deep need to reconnect spiritually, to intentionally sit and create sacred space and reconnect spiritually, even ritualistically. And those patterns of connection and disconnection ebb and flow. And one of the things in Neville Goddard's lecture this morning was about that, like how we're in time and space, and these are the mediums we work with, and everything in our experience is a wave and a frequency. Essentially, it's sound and matter vibrating at a frequency, and we tune in with these frequencies based on our experience, on what we notice, on our perceptions. And his presumption was that we needed to live in the experience we wanted to have. The idea that we can't have something is perpetuated by the belief that it's not in our experience, that it's separate from us, that it's far away, or that it's separated by distance and time somehow, or time somehow. So in the spirit of Neville Goddard, of sitting and visualizing ourselves in our most perfect life, in manifesting, this is the season. How are we going to manifest? What do we need to focus on? What are we letting go of? Eight of Pentacles. All right, you might be manifesting a business or a job that you really, really like, your life's purpose, something that makes your heart sing. This candle is green, the color of the heart chakra, and something that's like not just for a season, right? It's for something that it's like your soul calling. There's a quill and paper here. And plants for plant medicine, and scrolls. And she's hanging out with this candle. You might need to work with plant medicine. I think this one specifically here is aloe vera. It looks a lot like the one I have on my porch here, but you might need to work with plant medicine. Maybe you're a healer or a doctor of some sort, and you're finding yourself needing to branch out into other healing modalities. You may also be changing your diet according to the seasons, like Ayurvedic style. Ace of Wands, a new passionate project beginning. Maybe lover, but I'm not really getting that vibe with the Eight of Pentacles here. What's the outcome? Yeah, Ten of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands. So what the Ten of Cups reversed underneath the Six of Wands is telling me is like you've been manifesting something that you compulsively want. Like the Ten of Cups upright is happy home, family, life, right? But it's the emotional aspect of that. There's a roof over their heads. They're all playing out in these fields. They have, potentially a farm. There's a rainbow here. It indicates wish fulfillment. And cups, of course, are emotions, the elements of water, how we relate to each other. This is like with the Six of Wands victory, and she's holding this candle. I see you cultivating your inner fire. Like instead of wishing, I'm hearing wishy-washy for this card. Instead of wishing, you're cultivating that inner fire by taking action. I think that the reason Neville Goddard came up for this card is she's literally staring at this candle and she's fixated on it. My Scorpios who are here for this reading, sit down and envision yourself in your most perfect life. And this is going to have major results at this time. Whatever is going on astrologically, which is funny because Neville Goddard was like, he was like, some people think it's just all based on some arbitrary alignment of the stars. And, maybe that plays a part in it. But whatever's going on astrologically for you right now might be encouraging you to sit and envision your most perfect life. And the stars are aligned for that to come out. The Knight of Swords, okay. I think the Knight of Swords in this reading underneath this Eight of Pentacles is messages from spirit. I think that this is interesting. Your divine masculine, your internal divine masculine, and your internal divine feminine need to switch places. Your divine masculine is currently doing the material work, the business of going to your job or managing your business, taking things day by day, working practically. And your divine feminine is receiving the messages from spirit, but there needs to be an exchange. So at work, you need to feel purpose, a heartfelt sense of purpose, like this is for me. And that is the job of the divine feminine, to receive and to manifest and to envision. And then in your messages from spirit, your communications, your downloads, your divine feminine is receiving them, but your divine masculine needs to process them into practical steps. So there needs to be an exchange between your internal divine masculine and feminine in grounding ideas from spirit in the 3D, and also receiving grounded manifestations from spirit in the 3D into the heart space, and also the third chakra. There's a lot of like fire, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, and even on this Earth card we have the candle at the center, and that's pretty fiery. Also, communication might be something that you do for work, or you might be learning to do something in communication that's going to help expand your work. But I actually think that this might look a little bit like mediumship, or like a podcast, something where you're opening yourself to channel messages from spirit before the divine. What's this Ace of Wands? The Tower. Interesting. What? Why is the Tower here for your Ace of Wands? First of all, I love this. Um, obviously, it's Scorpio ruled Mars and Aries. I have some Aries people here who I really resonate with. I'm an Aries moon and Gemini rising with a Scorpio sun. So sometimes I want to read for Aries because I really resonate with Aries messages, but this Tower is so interesting to me. I don't know why I'm getting like giddy about this Tower. Justice reversed. Let's read that. Let's read Justice reversed. I feel like that's the crossing energy for this Tower, and then Judgment, Libra and Scorpio. Interesting. That like Venus and Scorpio transit yesterday might have been something for you. The Tower. In chaos, I move toward the brightest light. Yes, yes, we do. Justice reversed. Consequences, retribution, karma, injustice and inequity, dishonesty, imbalance. I need to take responsibility for your past actions. Judgment. Interesting. Why would a need to take responsibility for your past actions be coming up here? Self-realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. All right. So you also have the Six of Cups and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck with the Fool reversed. There's some sort of commitment to your inner child healing that you've done. My Scorpios have been going through this for basically the summer. Like over the summer, there was a lot of like inner child energy and reparenting the self. Um, and I think that this is how you're able to take accountability for your past. You're not responsible for the things that people did to you, but you are responsible for the actions you take as a consequence, right? And especially as you're learning like what you can do to heal yourself, you're able to do more to move forward. This may also mean, with Judgment here, taking full responsibility for yourself and stepping into your new life, shedding your old mortal coil and stepping into this new one, that you fully understand the process of this envisioning, manifesting, stepping into your new timeline, like switching like shells, like a hermit crab or like a new, a new scorpion. Um, Something else was coming up with this card. Hold on just a moment. Let me think. Let me feel into that. I think that if you've experienced injustice in love, in life, just in general, maybe in the court system, even. All right, this is not me trying to like victim blame anybody, okay? If you believe in the law of attraction or manifestation, or that we are responsible for what is appearing in our reality based on our experiences and our expectations, it can be really easy to feel gaslit by those concepts when things happen to us that are not ideal. This is you understanding the law of attraction, the way that you potentially manifested things in your past, based on where your consciousness was residing. We're not always approaching our manifestations from a level of awareness wherein we can take responsibility for what's occurring. This shows me that you grew through whatever it was that was holding you back in being able to take full responsibility for how the external world is manifest as a reflection of your internal world. You've cleared those blockages. And the one still waiting to be cleared is this sense of resentment towards injustices. that has been manifesting potentially even more injustice in your life, more reasons to feel resentment. And it's like you caught yourself. You were like, oh, I've been manifesting this. I've been expecting this injustice, and that's what I've been getting in return. And it's not like you're responsible for the actions of others. Only you know how to essentially see where your role is and move forward, either leaving things behind that no longer serve, or yeah, and bringing things with you that do. I'm not sure. It's just like really clear. I don't know how. We've got the Six of Cups card here. That's the reparenting, the inner child thing. What was this Tower with the justice and judgment? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. It's like you have your wish fulfillment currently right in front of you, and there are matters of your perception that are blocking it from being manifest the way the way that you expected it to be manifest, which is telling me, and maybe is telling you, like, there are some nitty gritty bits to work through. I don't know why this is what the image I'm getting, but it's almost like you're eating a chicken thigh and it's delicious. And then you get that bit of gristle where like the meat connects to the tendon that connects to the bone, and it like puts you off to the entire thing. You're like, I don't want it anymore. Um Instead of just, removing the bit of gristle, you're just like, I'm done. And it's like you're refusing to feed yourself, because there was one bit of this thing that like still needed to be processed. You were like, I'm freaking over this. It put you off. What is this regarding? This, like, what's the overall energy? I think it's work, but let's see if we can get a little more clarity around that, because it's also regarding your inner fire, your kundalini. You could be experiencing a kundalini awakening with the spiritual awakening card and the Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Yeah, it could be pretty intense. Seven of Cups. You have options. You have options for how things manifest in your life. And the Knight of Swords here indicates that you, in taking your time to sit down and work with spirit, work with the moon cycles, work with plant medicines, herbs, work with journaling, dream journaling, writing, intentions, you are communicating with spirit what it is that you want. And I think that maybe you haven't been doing this. As I said at the beginning of this reading, like, I felt really called to sit down and cultivate my spiritual space. I've sort of been in the more 3D flow, like getting those nuts and bolts to hold the fabric of this 3D together in time space. And it's now time to like sit down and manifest what you want. I think maybe you don't know what that is. 10 of Cups reverse, but you're having victory. I don't know. You do know what it is, but there is something. There is something. What is this? Oh, Nine of Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. You may be addressing an issue of feeling like when things come your way, they aren't enough, because of your like wounded warrior like status. You have your walls up. So I almost get this sense that like when somebody offers you something, or when the universe offers you something, there's this wall here, and it's like the universe wants to give you a big pile of treasure, right? Nine of Cups. But because you have this wall here, it's got to like filter this pile of treasure through these like big single coins, one coin at a time, just slipping through the cracks in this wall. You're like, do I really want this? Like, you do. You've been hurt before, and so as the universe is giving you these beautiful blessings, you're taking your time to, I think, mentally filter them, as well as emotionally. Like, I think the emotional part is the big one here because we have the 10 of Cups reversed. And the 9 of Cups is being offered to you, and you're here in the 7 of Cups, like, do I want this? There is something in the emotional space, a snake, the Kundalini rising, that is being cleared out, potentially in the root chakra, and the second chakra, the sacral chakra. First chakra, second chakra, Muladhara, and oh my gosh, Svadhisthana. I think that's the second one. So it's how we ground and how we relate to others emotionally. And the way that you're healing this is by cultivating your inner fire. But you may also be sort of proudly bearing your wounds at this point. And this is interesting. I see the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, and I got a little like download that combining these two gives you this 9 of Wands status. So your work might be to talk about spiritual awakening. It might be to talk about how to cultivate your inner fire, especially through the lens of the wounded warrior, somebody who's like been through trauma or been through, I don't know, having to reparent. Maybe you're even talking about the reparenting of the inner child, like that process and what that's been like for you. And it's like you're focusing there, and that's this first step, reparenting the inner child to create new roots in how we relate to others, is how I'm reading this Page of Pentacles. So start there, Spirit is saying. Start there. There's an abundance of blessings coming towards you, and you might just not know where to start. So start there. What is the 10 of Cups reversed under the 6 of Wands? The Ace of Cups. So this is part of that process of like letting things go that are not serving you and moving forward with what does. There's an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Cups, fire and water. What is this new Ace of Cups? The Hierophant, yeah. You're entering into a new relationship with spirit as well. Your spirituality, like you may have been tested in your spirituality, like how dedicated are you, or really, at least in my spiritual journey, like I've found again that there were times that I sort of walked away from actively cultivating spirituality in my day to day, or like paying attention to what I'm manifesting. It ebbs and flows, right? We're not always on. But I think this is you coming to a point where you're realizing like you can always be on. We are always on. We are always manifesting. When we just enter into various states of consciousness and unconsciousness, you're entering a state of consciousness where I feel like it'll be sustained more and more grounded. The Hierophant is Taurus. So by Taurus season, I feel like you might be manifesting a life where, again, like you might be a channel or a medium or a conduit of some sort. This can also be marriage. The Ace of Cups and the Hierophant, victory, 10 of Cups reversed. This can also be marriage if that's something that you're trying to manifest. But I very much get like work, business partner, co-creation with the universe. Taurus, the moon in Taurus. No, the moon Scorpio is coming up. I think we should have a new moon in Taurus coming up. I'm not big on astrology again, but in Scorpio season, there's some sort of moon cycle in Taurus. So this could be happening by then as well. The King of Cups reversed and the Four of Wands. 10 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Devil. Who's this devil that keeps coming up in your energy? Or what is this devil? The Three of Pentacles and Strength. Huh? Okay. What? You're entering some sort of portal? When you're in a spiritual space, a spiritual awakening, when you take actions based on your co creation with the universe, this King of Cups reverse, other people might see that as emotionally imbalanced. My right ear's ringing in confirmation. Because they don't understand your spiritual beliefs, or they don't understand frequency and vibration. The Four of Wands card is the portal card. The 1111 card, 1111 might be significant for the manifestation of this, like, this version of yourself, this Ace of Cups into the Hierophant. Also, the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, again, can talk about contracts, marriage. The Ten of Wands, Strength, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Devil. I feel like you might be, in creating what it is you're manifesting, a little bit overburdened. You go from the Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands. There might be a feeling of like one step forward, two steps back. But you are making progress, especially in like insofar as your will power is considered, especially you have strength here, Leo. This is also strength of heart. So a lot of fire energy is coming through happily and healthily. The water energy, though, again, there's something in the emotional space. Like, this Page of Cups has this little flying pig on it, and his feet are up in the air. He's literally like, oh yeah, when pigs fly. It's like you're not fully manifesting the desires of your heart, because you feel like if you get the desires of your heart, there's some sort of temptation. It's some sort of temptation or evil. I don't know. I mean, Scorpios, we do have those desires, and that association with things in the taboo, sex, drugs, rock and roll. And I think you're trying to remotivate this devil through healthier outlets. The devil also talks about obsession. You could be manifesting happiness and health and maybe, a family. But if you're obsessing over what this looks like all the time, you're not releasing attachment to the outcome. And by not releasing attachment to the outcome, you're creating the vibration of need, of desire, of want. And by creating that need, desire, want, that vibration of separation is manifest. So again, from that Neville Goddard lecture, in order to manifest in our present timeline what it is that we desire, we must live, as if it is current. And I'm hearing current, like electrical current. I'm hearing grounding current. Like, he's got this, it always reminds me of I think they're called transformers or something on the telephone pole. You're grounding the current, you're grounding vibrations and frequencies of manifest reality into the current. You are tapping into the energetic current. And I think this devil is the illusion of time space, really. See how this shadow is like down here? He's got strings attached to this person. I don't know, you might be feeling, and strings here, Eight of Swords reversed, you might be feeling like there's some sort of strings attached to a situation. It's a manifestation, a wish fulfillment, and it's taking strength of heart and vulnerability for you to accept it into your life, because you feel like there's strings attached, and because you've been through it. Your heart space is closed off. Your emotions are sort of locked in at the moment. So how do we unblock this emotional attachment? Seven of Wands. Protect your energy. Okay. And the devil is Two of Swords. Take the blindfold off. Look at what? Knight of Cups. Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups? Love letters? There might be somebody in your space, like romantically, who you want to manifest, and you might be thinking like, yeah, that'll happen when pigs fly. Spirit is like scolding you right now, scolding you. Spirit is like, look, it's already in your reality. It's right in front of you. This person's right in front of you, or this job is right in front of you, or the life that you desire is literally here. Take off the blindfold and receive love. Take off the blindfold and walk in love. Offer manifestations of love to other people. Be open to receive love back. There is something in your divine masculine, King of Cups, in how your divine masculine processes emotions. Remember, we were talking about the divine masculine and feminine needing to like exchange internally from the 3D and the messages of the 5D. Your divine masculine is receiving downloads. He's receiving messages, love messages from spirit, maybe love messages from literally like another person. You could be exchanging love with another person in a way that's not yet 3D. Like, I don't know how that makes any sense, but it would be like, this is the person you want to marry. Or who you want to enter this portal into your next like version of your life with. And you're thinking with the Page of Cups here, like, I'm not good enough for them or for that, or like, I don't deserve that, or whatever. The Knight of Cups wants you to offer love letters to yourself. Speak love into your life. Speak love into what you deserve. Speak love into what your worth is. It takes strength to do this, but this is also for the betterment of others around you in your community. It's not just for you. So if you see that as selfish, understand that the more self-love you can offer, the more you can be there for other people, and the more that you can speak love into other people's lives, because you won't be coming from a place of lack consciousness, not feeling like you're enough to offer something to somebody. What's the result of overcoming this sense of like really stepping into this sense of self-love? I think is what you're doing. And holding your boundaries may be important here. It's probable that you offer up like too much of your energy with the Ten of Wands in order to like love on other people. And this is saying like cultivate your spiritual space and protect your boundaries as well. The Chariot, things moving forward quite quickly. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's beautiful. So yeah, October 10/10 could be a really significant date. The Three of Swords on the bottom with the Hermit and the Magician. I think you'll see how you've been manifesting heartbreak in your life, not from a place of, again, like gaslighting or victim blaming, but you're going to start working with these concepts of what I envision, what I sit down to talk about with spirit, that is manifest in my reality, and I clear all blockages or all perceptions that block me from fully embracing the blessings of spirit here in the 3D and also in my emotional space. Cultivation of the emotional space. With the herbs here, I'm also hearing water, food and water. And again, that Ayurvedic timing, you might be like really tuning into your circadian rhythms, what it is that your body needs as the seasons progress. You might be really getting into pumpkin spice or something. But I also feel that you're nurturing your body and your mind in a different way with different foods, with more water. Maybe you're cutting certain things out of your diet, like the devil, right? Like addressing those devil energies. And this is helping to clear your emotional landscape to receive love. Whew, okay, I do want to pull, I think, a mystical shaman oracle to close this reading out, and then I'll upload it for you all. The sun. The sun reversed. I've never seen this card. I've had this deck for over a year and I've literally never pulled this card, at least not that I can remember. 35. You might be 35 years old. I'm actually, 53 or 53. I'm turning 35 this year. The sun. It came out reversed, so I'm going to read it reversed. That is a beautiful card. Your birthday might be on the 8th, the 3rd, the 5th of November. The sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. What did I say? Healing the divine masculine. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in its zenith during a scorching summer. The medicine of the sun, this is when it's reversed. Have you been shining your light for too long? Remember that daylight is only one half of the day. The night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware your shadow, the devil is there. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning light at dusk. So you may have also been doing a lot in work, and like made a lot of progress, and you might be tempted to sort of, the lecture, the Neville Goddard lecture opened with like, we are tempted sometimes or fooled into believing that nothing is happening in these like lulling periods, like when we go from being super on and active and integrated with spirit and co-creating and seeing synchronicities to, you know, not even being able to like trust our gut, like thinking nothing is manifesting for us. This might be a time when spirit is testing your emotional resolve. King of Cups reversed. It is on. It's what I'm hearing. It's on. It's on. Things, your manifestations are on, but you're also needing to address the devil of like, I think there's like a timing aspect. You have the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Cups here, Ten of Cups reversed. This Nine of Cups and this Ace of Cups equals the Ten of Cups, but it's like you get this Ace of Cups and you forget you already have the Nine of Cups, so you think you only have one cup. This is you looking at your emotional space and realizing like, something about accumulation, like cumulative happiness. I don't know. I feel like the sun was really confusing. Taming the Wind and the Luminous Warrior. 5532. I'll read these last two. Taming the Wind, number 55. So change, change, change. Also, that equals 10, 10, 10. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence, and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co create for the highest good of all. Yeah, you're definitely doing that at this time. The luminous warrior has no enemies in this world or the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what hides in the dark. Since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun. Interesting. You have the sun here, and beware your shadow with the devil. And this luminous warrior has no shadow. He is radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. The luminous warrior reminds you it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you. Oh, or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. Yeah, so the emotional space that's being healed here is your ability to listen to messages from spirit and from others. Maybe others tell you all the time like that you're awesome or amazing, and you don't actually like believe it, like you don't internalize it. This is you being able to internalize that. Let the messages from spirit, from your divine masculine as well, be received by your divine feminine. Hey, you're doing great. Hey, you're amazing. You're beautiful. People love you. You're surrounded by family and friends and wish fulfillment. And let that be okay. I think this is the strength that you're embracing right now, is being able to move forward in safety and community and in love and in abundance. This is you stepping into the light, and you're afraid you're going to get burned because Scorpios are dark dwelling water beings. like, like we need water, but we also do well in deserts. You're not going to get scorched. You're going to be okay. That's funny. The idea that you should be loved and celebrated and enjoy is something that feels like a desert. Interesting. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, you can enter to win the free reading on 1010 by putting free reading in the comments. I'll see you all soon.